All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. So, as you can probably tell by the title, today's video is going to be a little bit of a celebration. So, first of all, I want to say thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed to the channel. I appreciate it so much. The support just means the absolute world to me. I absolutely love making these videos, although, like I said, I've been struggling to find the time lately, but I still do try to upload at least once a week. And as you can see, although I don't have time to upload videos all the time, I do still have time to collect stuff. So I've got about 14 or 15 Johnny Lightnings here. Actually, I think one of them is a Hot Wheels, but I mean, we've got like rows of stuff to go through. So today's video is going to be a bit of a long one. So if you stick around to the end, I appreciate it. If not, I get it. But we are going to get through some of my, or most of my, flea market acquired Johnny Lightning stuff. I've got some really cool stuff in here, some older stuff, some kind of newer stuff, but all of it really cool. We've got Top Fuel Legends, Gassers, more Dragsters USA, some Hot Rods, you know, classic old stuff. So I'm actually not gonna go through and show you each car in the box individually, just because there's so many of them. So I think, well, I guess I could, but I'm gonna kind of move quickly through these. Not to say that we're not gonna have plenty of time to check out each individual car, but most of these cards don't have like facts on them and stuff, so we're still gonna check out each car, but might be a bit of a different pace for today's video. So first up on the list, we do have this, I did a little bit of research and tried to figure out what year this was. I think this is a 68 Dodge Dart. I could be wrong though, but it is another exhibition car similar to the Hemi Underglass Barracuda from our last video. This is another, I forget what series this is from Johnny Lightning. It's drag strip show cars or exhibition cars, something along those lines. If you know off the top of your head, feel free to leave a comment and correct me. But it was a loose guy, so we are going to mark him real quick as a Lucy. Where's my red pen? There we go. Bear with me 1 second here, folks. Okay. So there is our red mark for no box, and a quick look at the base here. This is a bit of an older one. Without having the box, I can't tell you exactly what year, but this casting is from 1998. So that is a Playing Mantis vehicle. So we are going to stick this guy up in the shelf up here. I did some reorganizing. I may show you guys later in the video. I did some reorganizing of the display case, so it houses nothing but Johnny Lightning and Auto World, Chevys, and Mopars, or GMs and Mopars. And then this bottom row here has some AMCs and international stuff. But we'll get into that later. I'll show you all the rearranging I've done. But this is our LA Dart. It's another wheelie car, so this is one of the ones that would do a huge wheelie all the way down the drag strip as kind of a little intermission show at drag races. So very cool stuff there. We'll get that guy parked up in the case next to his Hemi Underglass buddy very shortly. So like I said, though, I don't want to spend too much time on each car, but we still want to get a nice good look at all of the detail on each of these little cars, being that this is a... Ooh! Oh, God. Here we go. Can we get it back on the lift without knocking everything else over? There we go. No license plate on here, anything like that. No chrome trim or anything. Probably a fiberglass body if I had to guess, or if not, a very modified, tubbed out chassis. But very cool car. Late 60s Dodge Dart. So we'll get that guy parked up, and we will start getting into some of... Wow, we've got a lot of stuff to get through. So I guess we'll start off with this guy here, the 1941 Willys. This is the Johnny Lightning Willys Gassers series. So it's a complete series of Willys gassers. On the back here, you've got a couple of the other ones. If you want to go ahead and give that a pause, or pause the video right there and read that. But for time's sake, I think we're just going to take a quick look there. And then what is our copyright? 2001. So yeah, early 2000s with this guy. So let's get it out of the box and get a good look at it. All right, so here is our 1941 Willys gasser. I do have a couple Willys gassers in my collection. I believe I have an M2 one as well. But I really do like this Johnny Lightning one a lot. This is very, very good looking. Plastic wheels and tires on this guy, of course, being an earlier Johnny Lightning. But we do have our little collector card here. So this is the 1941 Willys. It's a replica of a real car, I should mention that. Owned by Steve Castelli. It doesn't really tell you anything on the back of the card, but we will probably end up taping that to the wall. Move some of these back. Jeez. Anyway, yeah, really, really cool car. It says, what does that say on the hood? Redline Oil. Okay, so I guess that's a sponsorship there. There's his name under the window, Steve Castelli. Nice little metal bumper sticking out of the back there. Very cool. Really like the way this thing looks. Very cool, old school, hot rod gasser style. Yeah, I do like the Willys a lot. I'll take a quick peek at the bottom here. Got a 2001 Playing Mantis. So I guess this was a new casting for 2001. But no year, make, or model or anything like that on there. Still, very, very cool little car that I just snagged on the lift there. Jeez. Very cool stuff. Do have a lot of cars like drag strip themed stuff for today's video. But while I say that, and then the next car I'm going to show you is actually our only Hot Wheels for today's video. This is a Hot Wheels, not a Johnny Lightning. But still a really nice looking model. I mean, absolutely gorgeous looking. And like I said, Hot Wheels does have some really nice stuff that I really do appreciate. And then, of course, die-cast metal body, special wheels and tires, highly detailed engine. Yeah, you get all the good details. So, we'll get this guy out of the box. So, just taking a peek at the box. This is Hot Wheels 100%, which is seems to be their old name for Hot Wheels Premium, Hot Wheels Preferred vehicles. But this is a replica of a car, actually from Hot Rod Magazine. This is, I don't know if I mentioned, but 1940 Ford convertible. Very, very cool looking. Does not look like a stock engine under the hood there, but I can tell... It looks like a distributor up on the front of the motor there. So obviously a Ford engine, Ford V8 in there, maybe a 302 or a 351 or something that's been swapped in. Very cool looking car with the hood closed there. Yeah, absolutely exceptional detail on this thing. It looks awesome. Nice rubber tires, you know, chrome wheels. Chrome trim, chrome bumpers, chrome grille. Obviously, you know, 1940 stuff. I really do like chrome on old stuff. But there's a look at our base there. 1997 Mattel Inc. So that's our copyright, I guess, when this casting was originally from. Although, does the card say... Yes. The card is from 2002. So... about 20 years that's been in the box. But very nice car. It's it does have the year and make 40 Ford there. Very, very nice. Ooh, that's backwards. So one more nice good look at that. I like that split windshield too. Ouch. Break my thumb on camera there. Very cool car. Absolutely love it. That'll look really good with the Willys gasser too. Both they match nicely. the 40 and the 41. So we'll get those tucked up there. Now, next up, we have one that my girlfriend actually picked out. She liked this one a lot. The box is a little beat up, but fortunately the car inside, as well as the tin, is still safe. And you'll notice, like, I really don't feel bad about unboxing some of these, because some of these boxes are just kind of dusty and moldy and gross, so it's probably better that I'm taking them out of the box. But yeah, it looks like something fell on that. But we're more interested in the car inside. A very cool 68 Chevy Chevelle SS. I actually don't have a 68 Chevelle in my collection, so I'm really glad that my girlfriend spotted this one. It's a really nice color too. So we'll get this guy out of the box and take a closer look at it. All right, here is our 68 Chevy Chevelle. I'm already knocking stuff over in the background. This is from the 2003 Johnny Lightning Collector Series releases. This is one of the muscle cars. There's our 396 under the hood, because this is pre-1970, what? 1970? 71? The 454 came out. So being that this is a 68, should have a 396 under the hood. Really cool looking car. I absolutely love this green. It looks really good. Plastic wheels and tires on this casting, but again, it is a bit of an older Johnny Lightning. Nice matte black roof to simulate that kind of vinyl top. Chrome trim around all the windows and roof there. Looks really good. We don't have a license plate on this guy. Again, being an earlier Johnny Lightning, the detail was there, but it wasn't. It seems to be that it wasn't as refined as it is in later castings. Let's see if we can get our hood to close all the way there. Yeah, maybe not. Like the SS badge and the grill there, just looks a little. It just looks a little off. Something about it looks a little off, you know. But I mean, like I said, you know, the detail is there. It's just not as refined as it is now. But still an absolutely beautiful car. I love that stripe down the side. The green looks awesome. It's a nice metallic metal flake green. Looks really good in person. I promise it does. And then we do have our little collector tin here, which has a nice little cross section of the car on it, actually. But and it also came with this little Johnny Lightning logo cutout thing, so figure out something to do with that. Let's take a quick peek underneath as well. It does say 1968 Chevy Chevelle used under license there and there. So on the transmission and on the base there. Trademark GM. Very cool. Yeah, like I said, plastic wheels and tires on this guy, but it is a bit of an older one, and they do roll quite nice. I don't usually check my cars for if they roll or not, because I am more of just a, you know, put it on a shelf type person. I don't really play with them too much. But it is nice to see ones that have nice, you know, nice spinning wheels like that, as opposed to some of the stuff that you get with triangular tires that rub the inside of the fenders. But it is what it is, I guess. So we'll get this guy parked up, and we will keep moving right along. I'm actually going to stick this little storage tin in my drawer real quick. Okay, so I just spent like 10 minutes reorganizing all my collector tins and everything, putting them in different boxes and stuff. So I completely lost my train of thought. I think I was, we just did the Chevelle. So let's get into these two Top Fuel Legends from Johnny Lightning. Like I said, I unboxed two other ones. The, hang on one second for me. Yeah, just recently we just did these, this was Tony Nancy and Jeb Allen. So, like I said, I absolutely loved these two. So, like I said, I would keep my eyes peeled for more. And I found two more. So we've got Wins Charger, Big Daddy Don Garlits, and Valvoline, driven by TV Tommy Ivo. So there's a cool little picture of him and his Corvette and his dragsters. There's Don Garlits, Big Daddy, from, so this is the 1966 season, and this is the 1970 season. So I remember we talked about, my dad actually told me this, This is an earlier model. This is, I believe, 1974 season car. So as you can see, they moved the engines behind the driver for a safety, safety reasons. Because if that thing blows and you're sitting there, you're getting a face full of supercharger bits, which probably wouldn't feel too good at, 280 miles an hour. Anyway, let's get, we'll open up both of these at the same time to kind of save some time here. We're already 15 minutes in. All right, so first up we've got, what's his name? Don Garlits. There it is, yeah, right there on the side. Don Garlits Winds Charger, sponsored. It says Dodge powered there, so I imagine that's a big-ass Hemi. Very cool car. I absolutely love the way these things sit on the lift. Such a cool looking car. I mean, it is literally just an engine and a seat and something to hold on to. And a throttle. Very, very cool. There's our nice little parachute detail on the back there. Look at those zoomy headers. I think those are called zoomy headers. Sticking straight up. And I think I've mentioned this before, but that white paint on the headers there is actually like supposed to be white. That's not just because it's cheap plastic, but it's because it's supposed to look like the headers are wrapped or painted. Very, very cool looking. Yeah, I really like these Johnny Lightning Top Fuel Legends. I think now we have 4 of them, but I'll certainly be on the lookout for more of them. So that is Don Garlits Winds Charger. And then over here we have the Valvoline car, Tommy Ivo, or TV for short. That's his nickname. We have his card here from the 1970 season. And then Don Garlits 1966 season card there as well. So can't forget about those. But yes, we do have another Dodge emblem under there. So you imagine that's another Hemi. Absolutely massive blower. Yeah, there's, like I said before, there's really nothing to protect your face when you're sitting here. If this, if that thing builds too much power and blows the top end apart, like they do, they'll blow the supercharger or the blower right off the motor, and it's going to go into your face. And they're not lightweight. They're pretty heavy. Probably wouldn't be too pretty if that motor went full glitter bomb. So, nice little parachute detail there. I absolutely love the tires on these as well. They look and they feel like slicks. Like they feel like almost a softer rubber. I don't know, maybe it's just in my head. But they really do look like drag slicks. The texture looks just right. Very cool. Of course, they're Goodyears on there. So we'll take a quick peek at the bottom of these, because the bottoms of these dragsters are always really interesting. There's not much to it, but you do have 1998 Playing Mantis on there. Johnny Lightning emblem. Doesn't say anything about, the name or anything of who the driver is. There's not really much room to spare on the bottoms of these cars, but 2 absolutely awesome looking new dragsters for my now collection of Johnny Lightning Top Fuel dragsters. Very cool. So we'll get those. I have to put these in a specific spot on top of the shelf just because they're so long they don't fit anywhere else. So we'll move those over to the side for right now and get the cards tucked away in our little box here, which is kind of not working out. I might need a bigger box for that. And we'll keep moving right along, getting up there in time, but we've still, like I said, this is going to be a longer video. We have another collector's tin series that I probably should have kept that box out. Anyway, this is a 63 Impala Z11. Very, very cool looking car. Really, really excited about this one too. This is another one just like the 68 Chevelle. On the back, you do have actually an entire checklist of different cars from Johnny Lightning from these different releases. So if you want to go ahead and pause the video there, you can go ahead and check that out. Some very, very cool stuff on there. Now they've actually got Chevy, Mopar, Mustang or Shelby, Camaro, and then just muscle cars in general up at the top. There's our 68 Chevy Chevelle. We have that one, so we could check that off. But let's get it opened up and onto the lift. Turn the lift around. All right, so here is our 63 Chevy Impala Z11. We've got the hood open here. Now, I should have done my research on what exactly the Z11 is, but I didn't, sorry. If you know what the Z11 package included, though, feel free to leave a comment and share your knowledge. But that should be a 409 under the hood there that we've talked so much about in previous videos. I'm not super crazy about the wheels on this casting. They are very... They make it look like a toy, you know? But I still love this car a lot. Very good looking, except for that big ugly chrome gas cap on the back there. It's got one. Ugh. Ruined the car. Either way, though, it's a 63 Impala, though. Very good-looking car, so I guess we can forgive that one. Lots of nice chrome trim on here. No license plate on there, being that it is an older Johnny Lightning. I believe this is also from 2003? No, sorry, 2001 is our copyright date there. 2001. And then, yeah, same as the 68 Chevelle. That was in this one as well. It's interesting that the 68 Chevelle is in the Muscle Cars series. And then our Impala, the 63 Impala Z11 right there, is under the Chevy series. So, yeah, whatever. Very good looking car. I absolutely love this metallic blue on here. Looks super good. Very, very nice looking car. I do have quite a collection of Impalas, actually, the more I think about it. So I might stick this one up with them. Maybe. We'll see. Take a quick peek underneath. This is, we have it listed up there. 63 Chevy Impala used under license, and then it is printed on the base as well. 63 Chevy Impala. It's tough to read. There's a little bit of oxidation on the base. I always forget. Is it oxidation or oxidization? I think it's oxidation. Yeah, that sounds right. Anyway, yeah, we got a collector tin with this guy too. So this will be going in my box of Johnny Lightning collector tins that I have so many of. And then it also came with another little Johnny Lightning emblem cardboard cutout. So we'll find something creative to do with that too. And one more good look at our brand new 20-year-old 63 Impala Z11. Or 21 years old, because it's 2001. Very, very cool car. So we will get him parked up. And I'm going to go stick this storage tin in the drawer. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. For me, that was a few minutes. For you guys, that was only a second. But next, we've got this tiny little box from Johnny Lightning. It's a 69 Chevy Impala SS. Really cool car, really cool color. Absolutely love this casting. White interior on it. This is from the weird times at Johnny Lightning. Yeah, 2012. This is when Tomy owned Johnny Lightning. They made some kind of cheap stuff during that time. The classic golds were still nice. You got nice rubber tires on them, fully detailed. But when Tomy owned Johnny Lightning, if I'm not mistaken, they made some really, really, really cheap crap that didn't sell too well and was kind of yuck. And kind of gave Johnny Lightning a bad rap. But now that Round 2 owns them now, they are producing some nicer stuff again. But yeah, we'll get this guy out of the box here. All right, yeah, so we've got this guy up on the lift here. First thing I'm going to point out, like I said, this has a plastic base on it. It's just yuck. Yuck. We do have a year, make, and model listed on there, 69 Impala SS. But yeah, plastic base, everything, they sound cheap, they feel cheap. But it is a really cool casting from Johnny Lightning. Although, like I said, this is when Tomy owned them. Yeah, these were kind of dark days for Johnny Lightning. If I'm not mistaken, Playing Mantis actually bought them back from Tomy, and then Round 2 bought them from Playing Mantis. They jumped hands quite a few times in the mid-2010s there. No license plate on this model either, but we do have a lot of nice detail. Taillights painted in and everything. Nice trim, bumpers, door handles, SS emblem on the side there. Really, really good looking car. This is a 69 SS, so this should also be a 396 car if I'm not mistaken. But feel free to let me know if I am mistaken. Very, very cool. Another Impala for today's video, so very, very nice stuff. Yeah, like I said, I'm not thrilled about the plastic base on this guy, although I do have some plastic base stuff in my collection. They're, you know, few and far between, and it has to be something really nice. I did just grab this because I almost kind of just wanted to show you guys an example of, you know, the late 2010s Johnny Lightning. This packaging, it doesn't have any packaging on the, or plastic on the back here, so the car can just kind of like bounce around in the card, which is just, you know, them cutting costs. You can see the card is actually smaller. It doesn't really say much on it. Nothing's printed in color. Yeah, this is from Johnny Lightning's dark times. So one more good look at the car. Again, like I said though, really good looking car. I like it a lot. I like the wheels on there too. Those Krager D window style wheels. Very nice. So we'll get that one. I'm just lining these up on top of the parking garage right now. Because, well, we kind of have room over here now, actually. So let's get these guys down where you can see them and appreciate them. There's our little Hot Wheels. And the Impala. And then where's the Dragsters? This was a new one. And, what was the other new one? Tommy Ivo, right there. So there's all our new stuff. And we will keep moving right along here into later times of Johnny Lightning. So as you can see, Playing Mantis owns them again. This is another classic gold. New for 2016. So Playing Mantis owns them again now in 2016. I'm not 100% sure on the years of the handoffs, but, you know, die-cast metal body and chassis, authentic factory colors. Yeah, this is what we like to see from Johnny Lightning. This is the good stuff. And it's a 67 Olds Toronado. Very cool car. Not something you usually see a die-cast model of. But let's get this guy opened up. All right, so here's our 67 Olds Toronado. What a stunning looking car. Absolutely beautiful. Not 100% sure on what that motor is in there. If you do know, let me know. Leave a comment, tell me what kind of engine that is. Really, really beautiful car. This might be one of my favorites from today's video, honestly. I did just pick this up today, actually. We've got some really nice looking wheels on there. Those classic rally style wheels. White wall tires. We do finally have a license plate. It says, what does that say? I don't know, my glasses on. It says New Olds, as in a new Oldsmobile. Really cool. Really, really nice looking car. Although, interestingly enough, this one also came with a little cardboard cutout of the Johnny Lightning emblem. They seem to have gone back when Playing Mantis got them back. You can see they changed their emblem back to the old school one, I guess to signify that they weren't going to be producing plastic junk anymore. Cool. So obviously this guy, nice metal base under there. Here's our production date, 5/30/2016. We doesn't look like it has a year, make, and model listed on it, but either way, still a really, really nice looking car. Absolutely love this thing. Really rare car too. I don't think I've ever seen a Toronado in person, or if I have, you know, maybe only once or twice. Love those fenders. The front of this car is absolutely beautiful. Get a good angle of that. Really good looking car. Very nice. We'll take a quick peek at our card that came with it here. We did get a nice little Johnny Lightning Classic Gold Collector card. And then it has the rest of the cars in that series on the back there. Very cool stuff. And then this is what's left of the packaging, I guess, the rest of it. This is the Classic Gold Collection. And it tells you a little bit if you can get your own car featured, or used to be able to. Yeah, Johnny Lightning Classic Gold returns. So I guess this is when, yeah, Playing Mantis bought them back. So some very interesting stuff there. Very, very nice car. We'll get that one parked up into our little lineup we've got going on here. And we will keep moving right along. We've got quite a few more things to unbox. We've got a Johnny Lightning Cheetah from the Rebel Rods series. I do love my Cheetahs. This is a bit of an older casting for the Cheetah, though, and it comes with a little decal sheet. So I may do something with that decal sheet. I might just leave this guy alone, though. So let's get it opened up and out of the box. All right, so here is, I believe this is a 63. I think that was like the only year they really made the Cheetah. It was just a specifically, you know, purpose-built race car. The Cheetah was basically General Motors' response to the Shelby Cobra and Shelby Cobra Daytona Coupe. This was, you know, well, if you're going to do that, we're going to build this. But it never really caught on, and costs got too high, so GM pulled the plug on it. And they never really competed or saw much competition with the Cheetah, but a very, very cool car nonetheless. Nice little side pipes, engine sticking out of the hood there. I do have a few Cheetahs in my collection, including a recent collector's storage tin series Cheetah that just so happens to also be a White Lightning. So there you go. There's that 1963 Cheetah. So yeah, it's supposed to be a 63. I believe that is the same casting. So yeah, very cool car. And then real quick, I'll show you. It did come with this little decal sheet. These are water slide decals, so that I might sticker this thing up. I don't know. It looks kind of bland and just all red. But yeah, these are water slide decals, so they'll probably require some patience. I'm probably not going to do that on camera. But take a quick look at our card here. The Rebel Rods series. So if you want to read up on the Rebel Rods there. Yeah. Interesting stuff. And yeah, specially designed for the adult collector. Bonus decal sheet. Very cool. So that is our Cheetah. Again, very, very cool car. I like the red a lot. But maybe I will put some stickers on it just to kind of break up some of that red. Take a quick peek underneath of the car here. You have our side pipes there. We're upside down. There we go. It doesn't look like it has a year, make, or model or anything like that listed. It is just a Cheetah. Some red line tires. These are plastic wheels and tires on this guy. Again, not my favorite wheels from Johnny Lightning, but it could be worse. Yeah, really cool looking car. Basically General Motors version of the Cobra. So we'll get that parked over there. And we will get into, we are on our last row here of Johnny Lightning stuff. So here we've got another Dragsters USA. This is a special edition one, similar to my... Oh, sorry. Smack the crap out of the camera. Similar to the Nitro Santa that I have right here. Gold base. Gold base. So, it's not any kind of special White Lightning or Chase car or anything, but it is a, I think these are special releases for the Dragsters USA, Summerfest American style. You got Lady Liberty and a CUDA there, racing Uncle Sam in a 55 Ford. This is the 55 Ford casting, Slammin' Sammy. So we'll get this guy opened up for a quicker, or excuse me, for a better look. So there we go. All right, so here is Slammin' Sammy in all of his glory with the gold bumper there, because we do have a gold base on this guy. I believe this is, yep, so that's a 55 Ford, I can tell you that, because this is the 55 Jukebox Ford here. So that is the same casting, although obviously a different paint job. We do have rubber wheels, or I'm sorry, rubber tires on this guy, although they are not the dragster style Dragsters USA wheels. It's nice to see some rubber tires on a dragster. Take a quick look at that gold base under there. Really, really cool looking. 1995 casting date, or I'm sorry, not casting date, but copyright date on this guy. Very, very cool. Very patriotic paint job on there. Slammin' Sammy. You got Uncle Sam all pissed off and pointing at somebody. Uncle Sam wants you to have a great summer. We got a Goodyear sponsor on the back. Mac, MSD, crane cams, Autometer. Very cool stuff. We'll take a quick look at the card because I do want to show you guys this card. It's really funny. Some really old card artwork on here. All the people in the crowd look really funny looking. This guy, all drunk. Yeah, there's the Playing Mantis hanging out in the crowd there. All the kids and everybody standing out. Uncle Sam and the Lady Liberty drag racing down the street there. Really, really cool. Really funny stuff. So we'll get that card into the box here. I think I do have to find a bit of a wider box. Some of these older Johnny Lightning cards are pretty wide, so yeah, very cool. Slammin' Sammy. So that will obviously go on the shelf with the rest of my dragsters from Johnny Lightning. Very, very cool stuff. So we'll get that guy parked up over here with the cheetah. I'll put that Jukebox Ford back. And real quick, because this is a Dragsters USA, the Slammin' Sammy, it did come with a little Johnny Lightning collector coin. So that's very cool. Get that into the drawer with the rest of them. I have a ton of those collector coins in there. So next up, we are going to take a look at some Johnny Lightning Hot Rods series, authentic replicas of real street rods. This is Keith Eckert's Beastmobile. Looks like a mid-80s Monte Carlo, maybe an 86, 87, maybe. Looks to be, yeah, mid to late 80s with that front end on it. Oh, there's a better picture of it there for you. Interesting, the real car is red, but we have a green one. Yeah, so let's get this guy opened up. All right, so we have Keith Eckert's Beastmobile. Really cool looking Monte Carlo. Like I said, maybe an 86 or an 87 Monte Carlo. Looks like motor sticking out of the hood there. It almost looks like, if on the card here, they look like boost pipes going into the intake manifold. So this might be a turbo car or something. Maybe a pro-charged, or, you know, centrifugal supercharger if you want to get technical. Really, really nice looking car, though. I love this green a lot. We do have mirrors on this casting, so that's exciting. We love our mirrors. Interesting wheels on there. Very, very 90s looking wheels. Those 3-spoke. Yeah, they are plastic wheels and tires on here, but again, early Johnny Lightnings. This is a bit of an older one, 1997 Playing Mantis. Yeah, no year, make, or model on the base on that one, but on the card, we have a copyright date on the card. Yes, 1997 up there. So get that card tucked into the box. Take another look at this guy. Yeah, this paint job is super, super cool. Kind of a, almost a, yeah, it's like lime green. Metallic lime green. Very, very cool. And like I always say, I do love my G bodies. I don't, actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I have any, at least G-body Monte Carlos. I have a couple Buicks, and, yeah, I have two or three Buick Regals, maybe four. But I don't think I have any 80s Monte Carlos, so that's really cool. I have been looking for this one for a while. I've seen this car before and online, and I saw it actually today at the flea market, and I was like, oh my goodness, you're coming home with me. So, very cool car. It's funny, the guy at the flea market, I go to the same place. This guy has a little, it's like a shed that you would have in your backyard, but it's decently sized, pretty big. And it is just packed to the brim with, like, Johnny Lightning, Hot Wheels, Racing Champs, all kinds of stuff from, like, the 90s and early 2000s. Just, you know, randomly collected stuff. And I've actually gotten to talking to the guy now. I've been in there, you know, maybe 4 or 5 times. He's starting to recognize me. Oh, you're back. Oh, I got new stuff for you next week. Oh, blah, blah, blah. So I was there last weekend, and he was like, oh, well, I got new stuff coming next weekend. So I had to go check it out today, and I found this nice little Monte Carlo. Very cool stuff. And that actually segues perfectly into the next one, which is another Johnny Lightning Hot Rods series. This 1929 Ford Crew Cab. It looks like a Ford, at least. By David Rounds. Another really, really cool hot rod. I believe this is a different series? No, yeah, Beastmobile's right there. So we got the Beastmobile and the 29 Crew Cab. Oh, look at that. They're right next to each other. Yeah, so those are my two that I've collected. And real quick, there's an entire novel on the back here. You can fold that card a little bit. So if you want to read all that, like the intro to Star Wars. But, yeah, a lot of stuff on there. So let's get this guy opened up. Wow, guys, this is a cool one. This is a really, really cool one. It's big. It's really big. It takes up the whole lift. But this is a 1929, I guess, Ford Crew Cab. Another one from the Johnny Lightning Hot Rods series. Really, really cool car. It's interesting. Both of the cars, actually, from the Hot Rod series. It's an authentic replica of real street rods, but it's a completely different color. That was the case for both of them, actually. We do have little collector coins here. So our Beastmobile, the real one is red, but ours is green. And then the 29 Crew Cab, the real one is blue, and ours is red. So, and there's the little collector coins that came with them. But yeah, what a beautiful truck car thing. I guess it's a truck because it has a bed. But absolutely stunning looking. I really, really like this thing a lot. This is another favorite for today. Might be a toss-up between this and the Olds Toronado, but either way, very, very, very cool. Take a quick look at the base underneath this thing. Really interesting looking base with these huge running boards and fenders on the side. Again, plastic wheels and tires, but no worries. Old school Johnny Lightning is like that, I guess. Not super detailed on the base. You kind of just have like a trans pan, you know, drive shaft, some control arms, dual exhaust. But still very, very cool looking model. I'm really excited to be adding this one to the collection. Don't really think, I mean, I have some stuff like this, but the custom hot rods are really, really cool. So we'll get that guy parked up next to the Monte Carlo, of course. And get into our last car for today's video. I know, finally our last car. We're 45 minutes in. But it is this 1959 Cadillac Eldorado from the Classic Gold Collection. This was a new casting for the year of where are we? 2003 down there, and they're telling you again, your car is the star. Photo contest. You could have a replica of your own car. That'd be cool if they still did stuff like that. I would certainly send the Camaro in, or a picture of one of the various pieces of junk I've owned throughout my life. There's the rest of the cars from this series. Interesting stuff. So let's get this 59 Cadillac Eldorado opened up. All right, so here's our 59 Cadillac Eldorado from Johnny Lightning. Now, like I said, 2003 Classic Gold Series. I have a handful of cars from around this time, like 2002, maybe like 2000 to like 2004, really. The Classic Gold Series from Johnny Lightning, in my personal opinion, seems to be the just their absolute best. Not to say that today's stuff, like the new stuff that they're releasing right now, is still really, really nice. Round 2 is doing a really good job with Johnny Lightning, and the stuff they're producing is absolutely beautiful. But I think as far as the Playing Mantis days, really the early 2000s were the glory days for them. Although they did make a comeback in the late 20-teens after they were owned by our friends over at Tomy down here. I really think Johnny Lightning's glory days, in my personal opinion, is the early 2000s. You have stuff like this here. This is actually, I think, late 90s. But the Classic Gold series really is just where it's at with these cars. Really, really nice. I'm not too sure. I should brush up on my Cadillac engines. I'm not too sure what that is under the hood there. There's our hood closed, but absolutely beautiful car. Nice white wall tires, hubcaps, big huge fins on there with all the chrome trim and everything you want to see on there. I don't think we have a license plate on there. Really nice detail with those little taillights that stick out, little nipples. On the base, we do have 59 Cadillac Eldorado used under license. There's 2003. This was a new casting for 2003, so that copyright date is also the an accurate production date. Really, really nice looking car. I like that blue interior too. It matches the car perfectly. So we'll take a quick look at our card here. So I guess that could have very well been submitted from a Johnny Lightning collector. Really nice picture, really nice replica of the car as well. Get that at the same angle here. Yeah. That works, I guess. So we'll get that card over there. Really, really nice looking car. So there we are, coming up nearly an hour here, just shy of an hour. Some really cool stuff. So we'll get that guy stuck over here, move the lift out of the way, and scoot these in so you can see them. But that is all of our new cars for today's video. So is that 3, 6, 7, 7 and 7 is 14 new cars for today's video. I think I counted 15 at the beginning. I was wrong there. But, and then we got all kinds of new cards and Johnny Lightning emblems here. We've got that guy, another classic gold. Oh, sorry, you can't see that. So there's the Eldorado, the Tornado classic gold, the Willys card, Top Fuel Dragster cards. So lots of new stuff to stick to the wall there. We got all these different Johnny Lightning emblems, which I'll find something cool to do with those, I promise. Some collector coins. I know I already stuck some of the other ones in the box already, as well as the collector tins. We'll put those in the drawer there. And a little decal sheet for our cheetah here. So I may do something with that a little later on. Very cool stuff. Let's do a zoomed out view here. There you go. So there's all our new cars. What do you say we get all 14 of these cars into the parking garage? We're going to have to do some trickery here. Actually, I did say I was going to show you guys around some of my reorganization here, so bear with me 1 second. Let me pop you out of the stand. Alright, so like I said, I did some reorganizing to the wall display case here. As you can see, there's some open slots right here. I have some space saved for some specific Mopars that are going to go there. But everything in the case is now all Johnny Lightning or Auto World. Nothing else. This is all Mopars up top here. That is actually almost all of my Johnny Lightning and Auto World Mopars. There's a few over on the shelf there. And then we move on to Pontiacs here. So there's our GTO. You can see my reflection a little bit there. Some more Pontiacs, some GTOs, Catalinas, 2+2s. There's a Le Mans there, or is that a Grand Am? I forget. Royal Bobcat GTO. There and there. Some Firebirds down on this end. We've got all the different generations of Firebirds, starting off with first gen, second gen. That's still second gen, actually, those two. Third and fourth there. And then we move down here into some Camaros. We've actually got first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth generation Camaros there. Some nice Chevy trucks. There's some Auto World Suburbans, Johnny Lightning Tahoe. There is all of my Auto World Chevy pickup trucks. That whole series there. Some Chevelles and El Caminos down here. Vets, lots of Corvettes. We've got a first generation, second generation, fourth generation. I don't have a third generation Johnny Lightning that unboxed right now. There's a 5th gen, 6th gen, and then an 8th generation Corvette from Auto World. And then some other stuff down here, some more vets, lots of more vets, some NASCARs, Buicks, and Oldsmobiles. Down on the bottom, there's some AMCs as well, Internationals, although those may get moved to accommodate some of today's new stuff. And then I'm going to move you over to the display stand. We did some reorganizing here, so this whole shelf should be Auto World, Johnny Lightning. That's all Johnny Lightning, dragsters. Down here, these are actually both Auto World Dodges, and these are Johnny Lightnings. That's a Chrysler, that's a Viper, and a Jeep there. I didn't put them in the case with the rest of the Mopars. I may move them around. Got some Fords here, some Hot Rods. And then over here, you have some deluxe Auto Worlds on that shelf. Johnny Lightning Corvettes. And then this stuff is all Greenlight Hot Wheels. There's all my lowriders. Some of those are Auto Worlds and Johnny Lightnings as well. More Greenlight, Hot Wheels, and M2 stuff. And this is all Greenlight, M2, Hot Wheels. etc., etc., etc. Mostly green light. But that is just some of the reorganizing I've been doing to the display stand here. I do have some new dragster to add in here, so we'll head back over to the desk. Okay. And so, as tradition has it, we will get these 14 new cars loaded into the parking garage. Although we are probably going to have to break these up a little bit. So bear with me a second here. And I did have to turn some of my lights off as well if it looks a little darker. Get those turned back on because they make a huge reflection on the display case. So it's like impossible to film anything in there. So give me 1 second here and we'll get loaded into the garage. Okay, so starting off, we're going to do my top 4 favorites from today's video. We've got the 68 Chevy Chevelle there, just because I absolutely love that green, and yeah, really good looking car. The 67 Olds Toronado, the 1929 Ford Crew Cab, and the late 60s-ish Dodge Dart, the LA Dart. What's his name? Wild Bill Shrewsbury. LA Dart. So those are my top 4 for today's video. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a pause real quick and load some other cars in. Alright, so we've got all our Chevys lined up now. We've got the Hot Rod 86 or 87 Monte Carlo. It didn't say what year it was on the box, but the 63 Chevy Impala Z11, the 69 Chevy Impala SS, and the, I believe, 63 Cheetah, which is technically a GM product, so I guess you can call that a Chevy. So there's 4 more. Alright, next up we have Slammin' Sammy and the 55 Ford, the 59 Cadillac Eldorado, the 49 Willys Gasser, and the 40 Ford Coupe. Very nice stuff. Alright, and last but certainly not least, we've got on the left, Big Daddy Don Garlett's Winds Charger from the 1966 Top Fuel Dragster season. And then from the 1970 season, we've got Tommy Ivo's Valvoline, Hemi-powered, Valvoline-sponsored rocket ship. Again, 2 more really, really awesome cars. Not to discredit any of the other cars from today's video. I think everything from today that we opened up was really, really cool stuff. So we are coming right up on an hour for this video. So if you're still here and you're still watching, thank you so much for sticking around. I really, really do appreciate it to no end. And once again, one more time, thank you to all of my 300 plus, I think it's over 300 now. Thank you everyone who has subscribed. And to those of you that aren't subscribed, you know, but you're still watching, thanks for checking out the channel. And, you know, consider subscribing. It always helps and lets me know that you're supporting the channel and that you love the content. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video of all these awesome new cars. And thanks for sticking around. I know this was a long one, but I will certainly be seeing you guys in the next video. So make sure to leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know which car was your favorite, and thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.